Hey everybody, what's going on? Farrington Empire here. Just wanted to give you a quick little update for those knife streams. I did get a couple of the bits in the mail, primarily being the deburring wheel, which you guys will see here in a little bit. I'll go into a little more detail about that. But I did a test little recording out in my shop to test out the new knife making tools and so forth. What I did is I took this knife here that I showed you guys in my little announcement video and decided to sharpen this guy and reshape it a little bit as more of a test of the tools and make sure I have everything figured out. And it's a new bench grinder, so I wanted to see how unruly it would be, so forth. And I'm glad I did notice a couple of things. Either way, this has been reshaped. It's been polished. It's in two different directions, the polish here. That's why it looks kind of weird. But I can assure you it's very, very shiny. There's a big nick there in the end I can't quite get out. Otherwise, I'd make this thing wafer thin. But yeah, I'll show you how I got to this place here. I don't have any wood to do the scales quite yet, but I'll be getting that here in the near future. But I figured I'd just show you some of the stuff that I will be doing on stream, although the stuff on stream is going to be more woodworking and finishing wood and a little bit of prep on the knife itself, but not quite as much. But either way, I hope you enjoy it, and figured I'd just show you guys some of the stuff that I'm going to be doing, excuse me. And yeah, I hope you enjoy it. Sit back, enjoy, and I'll catch you on the back end of it. I'm also going to be doing some voiceovers so you can hear what all I'm doing, sped up some segments. You'll figure it out. It's all good. You're smart people. All right, enjoy. All right, so we're in the shop right now. As you can see, I'm showing off what the knife looked like before. I'll give you a little bit of a close-up here. You can see all the scratches in the surface. There's lots of debris from years of abuse and all that kind of stuff there. Lots of little scratches, little bits of adhesive that is stuck on there, and that all picked up all sorts of dirt and grime from a bunch of different years. The wheel that I have on my grinder right now, as you can see, is a cotton wheel, and that has some, what am I thinking of? That has some compound on it, polishing compound. That's more for jewelry work, which I was working on that Fordite pendant for Poop Shoot. Well, earrings, really. And so I'm going to be replacing that with the new deburring wheel. What the deburring wheel is, it's made by 3M. It is a composite material. It's kind of compacted down into a wheel. When I toss it on, you'll see it has an arrow on it. It has to rotate in a specific way, or else it'll shred itself apart. As you can see here, I'm fiddling with a little thing that's inside. This is meant for a 1-inch drive. That's for larger bench grinders like this, as opposed to this kind of residential version that I have here. So that is at 1 arbor or 1 inch, and I have those little plastic things in there, actually reducers, so that it'll fit and be properly balanced on a smaller spindle. So I will tighten it the incorrect direction, and I'll be tightening it the correct direction. Good job, Farrington. Righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. I'm going to be holding that down there. So we'll move in a little bit closer. You can see gloves for safety. Metal heats up quite a bit when you are working with it. So gloves are always a good idea. Also, this wheel is extremely abrasive. Even just by the end of this little bit here, I had a substantial amount of holes in my gloves. So I sped this up just because deburring and polishing always takes a little bit of time. So this is me just going to town, checking the sides there. You can already see how shiny it got just straight away. The deburring wheel does a really good and really fast job of this. So I'm hitting both of the flats, and then what I do is I hit the back edge, which is flat, but it had some nicks and some burrs in it and everything else like that. So I'm just hitting that back edge to smooth those out. So right now I'm still working on the flats, and there you go. Looks all pretty. And then in just a second I should hit those back edges. There you go. It was very quick, but that was it right there. So I wanted to do this cleanup beforehand so I could see the edge really well. There you go. There's that back edge right there. I wanted to make sure I could see pretty well. I got a majority of the nicks and so forth that I'm going to do a second round of this deburring after I'm done with those faces. I'm going to put those hollow grinds back in. Now, with the concave shape of this blade, I can't quite put a proper hollow grind on there. So what you'll see is I'm coming down at about a 30 to 25 degree angle on those edges there. This is normal speed here. So to be coming down and doing that, I have already, my camera turned off, but I have already straightened out that inner edge there, because there was kind of a weird ridge in the middle of it. So I did straighten that out, so it's now a nice smooth curve. So I'm coming back down on both sides, putting that 20-degree angle on there for that new hollow grind. Yeah. Nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy. I'm using a smooth and even pressure. Want to make sure it looks nice. I don't know if I thought I was showing it to the camera here or if I was checking it, which I could be one or the other. So it's 120 grit sandpaper is what's on there right now. That's a 4-inch by 36-inch belt. It's a small little bench grinder, or belt grinder, excuse me. But what I'm doing now is hitting the flats. Some of those scratches on the deburring wheel, I noticed they were a little deep. And it was going to be really hard to get those out just with the deburring wheel. It would take away a lot of the deburring wheel without doing a whole lot of work to the blade. So I figured I'd hit both of the flats just real quick and cut down a lot of those scratches and do a lot of the work for myself preemptively. And then once again, hitting that back edge because it still had some burrs and so forth that the deburring wheel couldn't quite grab. So we'll go ahead and turn that off, and we'll go back to the deburring wheel. You'll notice there's a lot of polishing and a lot of deburring wheel in knife making. And with this one, it's more of just cleaning up an old one. So I wasn't too concerned about how pretty the hollow grind was. This is a tool. This is more of me just derping around and getting a feel for the machines. But yep, came back in here, went with the grain of the sanding that I did prior to get the flats there. And there is a moment here where I did, the wheel did grab, right there where it stopped. The wheel did grab the tip of that little blade, and I took a chunk out of it. So that upsets me. Those stupid deburring wheels are $50 a piece. Damn it! Oh well. So yeah, I stopped it and I ripped off a little bit that came off because I didn't want it smacking me in the face. I do want to say also, keep in mind, I am wearing safety glasses while doing this, and gloves and everything else. I really do highly recommend that you practice proper safety protocol. I know that, you know, a lot of the times you're like, it's not cool, it's not fun. When you're working with steel and you're working with this kind of stuff, you really want to protect your eyes specifically. Your fingers as well. Metal heats up a lot. At one point in time, you can't really see it on the video, but it did. The knife did melt my glove. But there you go. There's the end product, nice and polished. You can see that nice little hollow grind in there as well. Nice and pretty. So we'll head back to me in my studio. Alrighty guys, so that was a nice and quick and dirty little video. I did speed up some segments. I did cut a lot of stuff out, which was me honestly just testing ideas and so forth. But there are going to be coming up in the future. We're going to have full-length streams, 4 hours. Even if I finish what I want to do early on, I may mess around and play with creating some other things. On stream while I'm waiting for most likely epoxy to dry. But I'll show you guys how to fit and all that kind of stuff. It'll be fun. But either way, I do want to stress once again, safety is key. I'm going to be stressing that when I stream as well. You have to protect your eyes. You have to protect your hands. Like I said, you couldn't see it in the video, but there was a point in time where my glove did melt to the blade itself, and I had to grind off that little that bit of glove. So I am going to be buying new gloves. The ones I was using have a rubberized coating on them, which isn't very heat resistant. So I'm going to be trading those in, not trading them in. I'm going to be buying new ones, which are all leather, which won't burn like that, which is nice. Which is what I use at work anyway. I didn't figure things would get as hot as they do at my day job, but guess what? They done did. So I'm going to be upgrading my gloves for that reason. So either way, I'm looking forward to doing these for you guys. They're going to be a lot longer, obviously, and I'm going to be doing a lot of explaining while I work. I'm still trying to figure out the mic situation and how to get all that kind of stuff set up so that you guys can hear me while I talk and so that you're not deafened by all the machines. But either way, I hope you enjoyed it. Give me some feedback down below in the comments. And yeah, I'll be looking forward to doing these more in the future. Once again, it is going to be about a week to 2 weeks before I can actually do one of these streams on my channel because I am waiting for some knife parts to come in. So once those get in, you'll see a tweet, and I'll let you know when the first cast is going to be. In the next following few days, I'm going to be finishing the setup in my shop there. And Might also be releasing some videos to show you what all I've done and what all I am doing in order to get everything set up. But either way, looking forward to it. As always, I've been Farrington Empire. You guys have been absolutely fantastic, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in some future streams. Have a delightful evening. We'll catch you later. Bye-bye.